head right now to the Belgrade Lakes region for this weekend's Hometown Maine. The town of Rome is located in western Kennebec County, almost equidistant between Augusta and Farmington.
It has been the ideal getaway spot for some, therapeutic for others. As a matter of fact, there happens to be one place in town which is coming full circle as a retreat and with some history. Let's head to Rome, Maine for this weekend's Hometown Maine. Is off the beaten path in the Belgrade Lakes region. While it may not get the same acclaim or tourism as neighboring Belgrade, its 1,000 residents are very content with its rural setting. As a matter of fact, there was actually a time when that serenity attracted the rich and famous. Elizabeth Arden, who built a multi-million-dollar empire in cosmetics, built this summer retreat back in 1929.
She was a good woman. She came up about 3 times a year, a summer, and I was assigned to drive her around.
Arden would eventually transform 17 acres and sweeping panoramic views into a first-of-its-kind spa and wellness retreat. Following her death in 1966, though, the estate would change hands and fall into disrepair. After being on the market for the last 10 years, it recently found new life when it was purchased by the Travis Mills Foundation as a rehabilitation retreat for disabled veterans.
And we want to have these rooms be treatment rooms down the hall. We perhaps even want to have a daycare.
Even before the foundation took on this ambitious project, they knew they were taking over a piece of property once owned by one of the wealthiest women in the world.
She was one of the very first pioneers in cosmetics to encourage women to use cosmetics to improve their appearance and facial health and skin health and that sort of thing.
And once she transformed her home into a wellness retreat and spa, the estate would take on a whole new meaning.
But she was going to take these women through their paces, make sure they stayed fit and healthy, and they were eating good food, and they're taking care of themselves.
That spa would actually attract some of the Hollywood elite.
Judy Garland was one, Ava Gardner was another, Mimi Eisenhower.
Stretched from Castle Island all the way in.
Quimby Robinson was 17 years old when he was first hired to become Arden's chauffeur.
We drove the women down to the lake for their mud packs and their whatever they needed to get done.
As he stepped on the property for the first time in 60 years, Robinson recalled a time when they were in a rush to get her to the airports and then hit a speed bump.
She hit the ceiling, and I figured that I was fired then. She just tapped me on the shoulder and she said, "Quimby, please warn me next time you do that." And she gave me a $10 tip.
Elizabeth Arden's personal space. What we envision is having families stay here, stay in these family suites upstairs as well.
The foundation is now in the early stages of a $1.7 million renovation project, where they are looking to preserve its character while at the same time offering veterans the latest in adaptive needs.
What we envision doing is creating a smart home technology with this property.
You could say this estate has come full circle. Elizabeth Arden's vision of wellness at this retreat is now being shared in that same spirit, now for those who served our country.
Here, they can take that rehabilitation to a whole new level and rest and relax and renew their souls and their spirits and find that time to reconnect with their family.
All right, if there's something about your hometown that makes it unique, a person, place, or thing, or an estate such as that, email us at hometownme@WMTW.com, and maybe we'll feature your hometown in a future Hometown Maine. What a beautiful site that is, and of course so much history with Elizabeth Arden, as we know, and it's going to be a great place for our veterans, those who have served our country, our disabled veterans who need a place like this as a retreat, and it was such a gorgeous view.
A beautiful place. Is there a red door anywhere?
A red door, not yet.
Wow, Elizabeth Arden red door. Come on.
But the awnings were red and white.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay. A little piece of her still there.